Appreciate y'all.
It's getting rowdy, y'all. Here we go. Look at this. Listen, listen closely. Listen, because they're not gonna show it, but listen.
I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that?
Yo, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold up. He's asking his mom, why are you gonna let someone play with me like that when he's talking about his dad? Where has the world come to? He's talking to his mom, saying, yo, telling him about his dad saying something to him, joking with him.
I tell you what this world coming to. They knew what they were doing when they took discipline away from parents back in the day. That's why I said on your panel, brother, I appreciate every ass whooping I ever got. I didn't like them then, of course, because it was discipline. But I appreciate it. Spare the rod, spoil the child. That's a guarantee. That's an actual fact. You don't discipline them, they don't have nothing to fear, then they're gonna act out. And they're gonna show you that they don't have nothing to fear. Thus, they're not gonna have a fear of you. Because you didn't give them nothing to fear. They don't fear retaliation. Same thing that spilled over with the women of our community. No discipline, no fear. They acting out. They running haywire. We have what we have. Continue.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, I got T. I miss the ATL talk that day. You got, oh man, y'all hit the man. Listen. I got you. Just
Bro. He did a double show that day. Y'all need to subscribe to Israel Mills. But yeah, I caught a little piece of the conversation that Brother Is and JD 1975 was having when they was talking about the ATL, and I was like, damn, I missed it. I had to catch it on the replay, as a matter of fact. I didn't catch that piece of it live, but I'm like, wow. The stories that I have, not so much a story, I mean, it's my life. And I'm still here, so I can speak on it. And if anybody think I'm lying, check me on it. Check me on it. Because I seen it with my own eyes. Me and Keisha was together. It was 1990, 95. She was going to North Clayton. Staying on Riverdale Road, Kimberly Forest. Because it was Kimberly Forest and Huntington Woods. Right next door to each other. Wasn't separated by no damn fence, so it was one big ass hood. Big ass hood. Riverdale Road, right across the street from the Circle K, right next to what it is. I think that's Phoenix Drive right there. Some shit like that. But anyway, Riverdale Road. And I remember, because back then, shit, you can get on the bus. You didn't have to go to that school. What the bus driver gonna do? Make you get off? That was like one of the last stops before they got to North Clayton anyway. Shit. Might get on there just to, ride my girl, make sure she good. And I'll walk back. Or I'll walk up there before she get out of school, hop on the bus with her. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I didn't give a fuck. Because I was school age, but I was out of school. Because I had already got my shit, thanks to my mom putting my ass in job. So thanks a lot, Mom. Nah, but shout out to you. It grew me up. I knew why she did it. She took me out of school because of what happened that previous year. That's when Floyd shot Ernest in the hallway at Eau Claire. Mama said, hell no. Took my ass right up out of school, put me in job corps. I was running with a couple of crazy dudes myself. Shout out to Darius and Ken. Ken didn't even go to Eau Claire with us. Ken went to Keenan. He'll come through, scoop up me and Darius during school in the van. That nigga had a van. We'd ride out, smoke all goddamn day. So yeah, I was getting into some shit. She was right for what she did. I don't blame her for that. But I also seen my life trajectory change, and it did change for the good. I can't say that. Because when I got down to Atlanta, I spent my first couple of years observing, just sitting back observing. See what these niggas on, because I was always like that anyway. They had they barn homes and they bankhead courts, but Columbia shit, we had a motherfucking Saxon homes, goddamn Gonzalez Gardens. So shit, our hoods, they was same thing, same concept, same dudes. You don't mess with them unless you want to get drugged. Don't stay away from over there. Don't fuck with them hoes, because them hoes fuck with them niggas and they will beat your ass up for them dumb ass hoes. So stay away from them hoes. Like you just learned the politics of the hood. Yeah. Even the hood got politics. You don't run your mouth. You don't be doing dumb shit that's gonna have the police coming over here. Like, yeah, you ain't finna, don't make the hood hot. You heard it in the music. But anyway, it's gonna tie back in too, because it's a lot that I left off on Israel's show, because I got respect for his show. Certain things I'm just not gonna say, but people don't understand the influence that trap music as a brand had on Atlanta. That ushered in and helped them able to gentrify Atlanta the way it's being gentrified now, or been gentrified, should I say. That's why them same neighborhoods that was rapped about and boasted about ain't here no more. If you say this, if you say Bankhead Road is known for this and known for that, you're lowering the property value, dumbass. That's what you're doing. You're lowering the property value. Stupid. That's why the Mercedes-Benz Stadium there now. Them houses that's right across the street from that shit and the bluffs. As a matter of fact, Hernan Homes, if I ain't mistaken, is where the Mercedes-Benz Stadium is now. Because it was there when I'm about to say the World Trade Center, but the World Congress Center was right there. Hernan Homes right behind that shit. But man, you start publicly rapping to the world, because we already know who the rap ran by the small hats, but they was able to put this out here for y'all to dance to and y'all to shake y'all butt to, but it was lowering the property value at the same time. Now Bankhead ain't even called Bankhead no more. Simpson Road ain't called Simpson Road no more. People don't even understand why. Because if I had a business and I said that it was on Simpson Road, people gonna be like, "Oh, I'm good. I'm not. Yeah, I heard about Simpson Road. I heard about Bankhead. Nah, I'm good." But if I tell them my business is on Joseph E. Laurie, oh, okay, yeah, that sounds, yeah, okay. But we don't understand that as niggas. And I say that because it's a certain mentality that you have growing up in certain environments. You know what I'm saying? That's why when people do have the money, that's why they put their kids in private schools and things of that nature. Because if you go to public school, you ain't finna be taught shit. Think I'm lying? I was taught that Pluto was a planet. Let me take that same test right now today. I bet you I fail. Because to me, Pluto is still a planet. It ain't not a planet no more because y'all said it ain't not a planet no more. Nah, yeah, nah, y'all ain't finna fuck with my intelligence like that. Basically, y'all telling me, oh, we get to choose what is and what ain't. No, you don't. That's not how my reality is set up. But let's go, is back to this subject.
This is for my man Stan. This is for my man Stan only. Until y'all show some support. This is for my man Stan only until y'all show some support, man. We need some support. But I got my man Stan. Stan, that's for you, brother. That's for you. That's for you. That's for you. The link. Clearly, T.I.'s son is in some pain. Apparently, he feels as if they feel like he is a mistake. Hence, why he's acting the way he's acting, not making excuse, but that can play a part. Wow. Interesting. I can break down why he lashes out like that. Shout out to my guy, Stanley White. The link is for you. I put it in the chat. Go ahead and come up, bro. We need some overall support though to open up the overall panel. Nah, that boy is too far gone. He was bad when he was a little boy. He's been in the streets and he's been around gangsters in Atlanta, but the type that tote that tote that heat. He did an interview stating that he was never living with them. It was always his grandmother. He feels like the outcast and that his parents are only fronting for the masses.
Facts.
Wow. Hey Stan, the link is in the chat. The link is in the chat, brethren. I think the link is in the chat.
I'll be up shortly.
So come on up. In the meantime, between time and play this, let's go.
I'll be up shortly, bro.
No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. Embarrassing yourself.
Son, you are embarrassing yourself and the family. Son.
As a man, some of the things that you said deserve me to box your mouth.
You are embarrassing yourself and the family. That's what T.I. said. You see that?
Shout out to Corey.
T.I. said.
You are embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
That nigga said, fuck you. Get off me, nigga.
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Ain't shit you can do with me. You're cat.
Woo!
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Dun, dun, dun. My God, my
man, look. That says a lot. Cause your son gonna try you. But he ain't finna try you in public because he's supposed to know better. You told him 1,000,000 times before that day, boy, don't you ever embarrass me in public. Boy, don't you ever try me in public. If you try me in public like a nigga on the street, I'm gonna treat you in public like a nigga in the street. I told my son that. And if you don't remember, I'm telling you again. Because I love you, my son. But you know, me and you, we got that. We probably gonna have that same kind of interaction that T.I. and King had when I see you. Because the last time me and you conversated, thought you was tough. taught you how to spell tough? But you know what I'm saying? Pistol is the great equalizer. So it ain't like you can't be taken out by your kids. So you got to, it's a delicate situation, but at the same time, you instill that in them when they're young. Don't do that when they're grown, because you'll get hurt. It shouldn't even have had to go that far. Just like it shouldn't have to go that far with me and my son. I should be able to give him a certain kind of look, and he should know. Yeah, I don't think yeah, no, I'm good. Because the fact of the matter is, my stepson, we had some beef, but I did a video shoot a couple of months ago in Atlanta with my little brother Ron Mack. Shout out to Ron Mack. And during this video shoot, which was the video was for the song that's on the soundtrack of our movie, so it was I wanted to be a part of it anyway. But either way. But to make a long story short, my brother, being the humanitarian that he think he is, he decided to have my stepson come up there. Me and my stepson was still beefing at this at this point in time. And I'm like, you did what? You told him to come up here to do what? Like, this is all right. Give you a little background. I almost went to jail because me and my stepson got into it and got bad. It went bad. That's the last time we really had a thing. Because shortly after that situation that it went bad, I didn't get to see him the last time, because the last time he came through the house, he came with a couple of his little homies, and they all had guns, and they was coming to kill me. I just happened to not be home. I was right across the way though. I was right across the way, smoking with my partner that I used to buy my green from. The nigga ended up fucking my baby mama, but I digress. Anyway, I'm over here smoking with this dude. I come outside, at the about 3-4 of them things. I need to stretch and give me something to eat because I got the munchies. I comes outside. I see Chicago. Shout out to Chicago. I don't even know if you're still alive, my guy, but anyway, it was a dude named Chicago from Chicago, but he stayed in Atlanta. We called him Chicago. Chicago was like, bro, he had a shotgun in his hand. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Where you going? What you finna do? He was like, shit, nigga, I was coming to make sure you were good. I'm good. I just got finished smoking with bruh. I'm finna go, to the house. He was like, don't go in the house yet. Some niggas just came out of there with some guns and shit. They were looking for you. I'm like, really? I ain't got no beef with nobody in the world, so I knew who this was. This is my stepson. And they've been in the house and around the house. Like, come on, man. So I was like, yeah, next time I see him, it's gonna be some furniture moving, or probably more than that. But anyway, so I didn't see him up until this point, is what I'm saying. So I didn't know how it was gonna go or what was about to transpire. Cause I mean, he's at that age now. Cause I think he's like 20 something. I don't keep up with nobody. But he's 20 something or whatever like that. And I know he possibly had a tool, and he had a little homeboy, somebody with him. So I'm like, oh, this possibly it can go ugly. But either way, I don't care. I'm always ready for whatever. I have to be. Ain't no excuse. You have to be. You have to expect the unexpected. Anyway, nothing transpired. We ended up chopping it up, doing the video shoot, and we chopped it up a little bit more after the video shoot because I told him I'm at work. I'll let you in a minute because I'm working right now. But y'all welcome to chill out or whatever like that. Mac invited y'all, so I ain't finna just tell y'all to leave. I ain't no fuck nigga like this. This is his video, even though we the ones that's filming it. You know what I'm saying? Just know your place. So I'm like, y'all good. Just you know what I'm saying, chill out. I get with you after I finish doing it. So we chopped it up. Make a long story short, we let bygones be bygones, and now we two people that don't have to worry about killing each other. Although on a side note, when I called his mom, my ex-wife, told her that we good. You know what I'm saying? Me and your son, we chopped it up. So if I'm ever in the city, you know what I'm saying, you ain't got to worry about if me and him bump into each other, whether there's gonna be some drama, because it ain't. We good. You know what this terrorist told me? Stay away from my child. And since my life is an open book, let me also add that this son, the stepson of mine, is the same one that molested my daughter. So me and him don't ever supposed to be cool, ever, or ever have a level of understanding. But for some reason, it was a level of understanding because he honestly, first of all, my daughter was staying with me at the time when this incident happened, where me and him met up. Not when that happened, but when me and him met up. My daughter was living with me here and at that time. And she told me that he already apologized. They made their bygones. So I can't make bygones with somebody unless the person that they did it to made bygones with them. If they cool, I can't hold that resentment for her. So being that's your brother biologically too, I know you can't hold a certain type of grudge or whatever the case may be. So we might as well find some kind of fucking understanding in it. That's all I'm saying. Which me and him did, and I'm glad we did. But anyway, so going back to this story, I see how shit can get out of hand if you don't. And his father wasn't there. My stepson father wasn't there in his life, even though he kind of was, but it wasn't because he really wanted to. But him not having that bond with him, it's the results were the same. That little nigga did 5 years for aggravated assault or whatever the case may be, beat a motherfucker up with a pistol or some shit. But I'm like, yeah, that could have easily been me. No, it would have never been me. But the situation could have easily happened to me. And I'm like, I see what it is. And this is a stepchild. I can't instill my lineage, my legacy, my knowledge, my tutelage into him. That's somebody else's child. Even if I wanted to, I'm not going to do it because you're not going to receive it. You don't feel like you have to. And I don't blame you. It's like another nigga trying to tell me something. I'm a child. I'm a boy child. So I already know how that go. My mama had 4 boys. Ain't none of our daddies was able to tell the other children shit. Nigga, you ain't my daddy. You better talk to that nigga there. Don't get him beat up trying to tell me some shit. You not my daddy. Fuck is wrong with you? But we had a level of respect where, oh nigga, that's your son. What's up? I know you here to smash my mama. That's about it. I ain't got shit to do with it. My dad ain't around. You just up neck type of shit. Like, it ain't the same. And we talk about this shit, and we don't talk about the details of we don't go in depth. Everybody play a part. The mama played a part. The daddy play a part. If you don't fuck with if the parents don't fuck with each other, they're gonna raise a fucked up offspring. Prove me wrong. If they don't fuck with each other, and what I mean by that is they ain't got to be in a relationship. They ain't got to be having sex. If they not at least friends and trying to co-parent, that shit ain't gonna work. Them kids need to know that their parents give a fuck about each other. At least their existence. Because they're gonna always hold some kind of resentment and it's gonna show. They're gonna act out in this world. Period. Like I said, I've been a son before. I'm a father now. I've been a stepfather. I done seen this shit from a whole bunch of angles. And I'm not saying I got all the answers, because as long as I'm living, I'm learning. And shout out to Corey Love again, because bro, when you said what you said, as far as I need to start my channel, I think I will. I'm gonna get better organized. I'm gonna start having subjects and things like that. But I think that today is the day I'm gonna go ahead and start my channel, bro. Because there's a lot of stuff that I see, I just observe, I don't really speak on, but I ain't get this far being stupid. Them same neighborhoods these niggas be rapping about da 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 da. I've been in them neighborhoods. I done stepped over them bodies. You know what I'm saying? Man, look, this world ain't no joke. And we running around here fucking playing. Everybody running around this motherfucker playing. Everybody running around here. Oh, I'm chasing the bag and I'm trying to look good and I'm trying to have the flies, this and the man, shut the fuck up. That ain't about shit. That new car, you can wreck that motherfucker. That new house, that bitch can burn down. What are you doing with your life? Don't nobody want to have kids. Broke people shouldn't have kids. But rich people ain't having kids either. So nobody having kids. And motherfuckers wondering why. If y'all don't have kids and raise productive kids, then that means that the generation coming up ain't gonna have people to pick from that's gonna be decent motherfuckers. Y'all don't understand that? That's what that went over some people's head or something. And I'm gonna try to be as politically correct as I can be, but I don't have too much of a filter. I'm gonna have to find one. But y'all raising the same people that y'all complaining about. And that's it. You make excuses for your dumb behavior and wondering why things the way it is. This shit here, this conversation we have about this king, I told my wife this before she was my wife. We ain't been married but 5 years. We've been together. April make 15 and 5 on the marriage, but I told her this then. That's why I don't watch reality shows. That's why I don't watch TV, period. To be honest with you, but especially reality shows. I'm like, this is entertainment to y'all. This is what people watch. This nigga was 5 and he was disrespectful and bad, and they weren't doing nothing about it. 5. You think you gonna fix that after 5? Oh man, please. Nah, y'all can't be y'all kids' homies. As much as I like to play with mine and do things with them, I have to remind them we ain't friends though. Don't get it twisted. We're not friends. I'm not your homeboy. I'm your dad. I'm your father. And if mama tell you something and you don't listen, and I have to back her up on it, you're in trouble. That means you're in trouble because you didn't listen to her. And now I got to step in because most of the times I don't even say stuff to my kids. Because just the vibration and the tone of my voice makes them, or if I if I look at them a certain way, they think am I fucking up? I gotta check myself. And I'm like, let me not even look at them. You could do whatever you're about to do. I don't want to hinder you from doing whatever you're doing, but if I just look, they be like, oh, you straighten up and fly right. Automatic. We're not gonna be out nowhere in public and I got to snatch you up. Because you really in trouble then. And you don't ever want to be really in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But these kids ain't got no fear. Especially these celebrity brats. I understand you wanted to make life as comfortable for them because you didn't have it as comfortable as they have it. But you're still not making it comfortable, making it worse. Making it worse. That's all I'm saying. If I had, I got it now. I ain't spoiling. But I know I am spoiling kids. You don't spoil no. You don't spoil kids. You allow them to earn it. You allow them to earn it. My kids love when they get a couple of dollars from making good grades, get a couple of dollars from cleaning up their room, which they're supposed to do. But yeah, I ain't have to tell you to do it, so here you go. Here go a couple of dollars because I ain't even have to tell you to do something that you already knew you had to do. I appreciate that. So when we go to the store, they spending their money because they're learning the value of it. Oh, you want this toy? How much you got? Not enough? Well, sounds like you need to save some more. You just won't get it at this time. But if you really want something, you want to settle for something that's not as much and you have enough for it, then by all means, go ahead. But if that's what you really want, then if I were you, I advise you to save up for it. If that's what you really want. Even though mom be like, oh, well, I'll just put the rest. I know you can put the rest on it, but don't steal this from her. You know what I'm saying? Because if she waits two or three more weeks and then she has to get it, and when she get it, she's gonna feel accomplished because she know at the end of the day she did it. Not you helped her out on it. So yeah, I mean, it can happen in 2-parent homes too. But just because it's a 2-parent home, that don't mean it's still being ran, right? It's people that's in relationships, and you see Gabrielle Union, Dwayne Wade. What, a year ago she was claiming how she ran the household and this, that, and the third, and now they divorced. So I'm just saying, like, they done demonized so many of these slogans. Like, I don't even want to say it's traditional. It's just the natural order of things. It's not traditional. It's the natural order of things. A tradition is something you do over and over. If you do fuck shit over and over, then you just made fuck shit a tradition. So don't get it twisted. Just because y'all, y'all learned a new word and y'all wear it out for the next year or 2 years, don't mean it has a new meaning or a different meaning. We knew what the word meant for the ones that did know. That's how, I know a lot of these folks don't know shit. They'll catch a word and go crazy with it. Woke, 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 woke. And I know I'm getting off topic. I do that a lot. Keep up. But just like the term woke, they demonized it. Woke, liberal, woke this, woke that. None of those words mean nothing. Them word salads, because woke was supposed to mean not sleep. Yeah. Surprised? But that's the original definition in the dictionary, not sleep, woke. So being sleep is synonymous with not being aware of what's going on. But when you're aware of what's going on, you're awoke. You're conscious. Sleep, you're unconscious. You're not cognizant of what's going on around you. And a lot of people are not woke. So they took that term and they put it on everything, and now it sounds stupid when somebody say they woke. All right. Nah, I'm not asleep. I see what's going on out here. I see all this for what it is. And that's kind of the reason why I didn't want to get on the internet, because I know too much. And knowledge is power. And people fear people with power and knowledge and the ability to tell other people, to put them on game. And all I'm saying is find you a suitable mate, have children, and if y'all love each other, y'all will love those children. People been made marriage a strictly business thing. Let me go back to the big screen. I'll get back to what me and Il was talking about in a second, but I just got to say this. Natural order. Anything outside of natural order ain't gonna work. Anything outside of order is chaos anyway. So how is that so hard for people to understand? If you don't find you a suitable partner that you really genuinely care about, not, oh, I like her because she got a fat ass, then 5 years into the relationship, you find out, oh, that was a BBL. That ass ain't even real. But that's what you loved about her. That's the only thing you loved about her. Fat ass. And you ain't even love that about her. You love the fact that your homeboys love that. And that you had it. I know the phase. I went through that. Yeah. I'm gonna say it again for the slow niggas. A lot of y'all motherfuckers ain't even with females because y'all like them. Y'all with them motherfuckers because your homeboys think she bad. But they couldn't pull them because she's a gold digger and she wants somebody who's gonna trick off on her, and they ain't finna do that. But you is. That's how you got them. And you wonder why your life is a living hell. Nigga, you don't want that. You don't want her. See, that's why me and my wife, we laughed at a lot of people during the pandemic, because the pandemic showed people that they ain't know how to fucking get along. They ain't like each other. They ain't like their kids. They ain't like nothing about their whole situation. And it is your situation. Whatever you decide to attach yourself to and make yours, that's yours. I attached myself to this woman and we started making kids. Now we a family unit. And now we move as such, a family unit. You know what I'm saying? I try my best to, when we have to go somewhere, we go together. We'll make that shit happen. But if I have to go handle some business, I'd rather go by myself and handle that business. And y'all stay at the castle where it's safe. Y'all together. But all that here, there, everywhere, people spread out. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. Just in case some shit go bad. Ain't nobody trying to find nobody. We know where everybody at. That's why I really don't care about the rest of what's going on out here. I don't have to. I got a situation where when I come home, my wife loves me, my kids love me and adore me. Good. I get, babe, what you need. You good? Yeah, I'm good. Like she asked me, am I good? So much that shit actually get on my nerves. Yeah, I'm good. If I wanted something, I just get it. Thank you. But I don't tell her that because I don't want her to start asking me that. So, but that'd be my thought process. Like I just left out the kitchen. Why you ask me, do I need something out of the kitchen? If I needed something out of the kitchen, I would have got it out of the kitchen when I was in the kitchen. Oh, I just, I ain't gonna say that. No, I'm good. You sure? You don't want nothing to drink? You know what? Come to think about it, I do want something to drink. Yeah, I'll take something to drink. You can't be in a relationship and you in your phone all the time. You're not giving the person that you're in a relationship with your undivided attention. A lot of people can't give people their undivided attention because they dating too many people at one time anyway. They're seeing too many people at one time, should I say. Because dating is another word that they done took and they didn't demonize that. Now I think dating mean if y'all hooking up and fucking, and y'all go to eat every so often, or y'all might catch a movie every so often. But y'all fucking, that's dating. Y'all ain't even in no relationship. Y'all can't even define what y'all are. But y'all going out to eat and going to movies and having sex. Y'all call that dating. What's up? I call it stupidity. I call it you were gonna eat anyway. I was gonna eat anyway. I got enough to pay for your food. It's not a date. A date used to be something you actually work for. We set it up on a day that you're available and a day that I'm available because we want to enjoy each other's company and spend time with each other and get to know one another. And hopefully that'll grow to something more. But I know I couldn't do it these days. I couldn't be out here in the swamp because if I'm taking somebody on a $200-300 dinner and I don't hear from her ever again, I feel stupid as hell. You know what I could have bought with that? Not that, not no dinner on a dumb bitch. That's what I could have not done. On a bird, no, no. I don't even know how to do that. I don't come from that era. I came from that era where I walk up to a chick, hey, I like the way you look, cute. What's up? Fucking? Oh, nah, you ain't? Oh, okay. Shit. That's what's up. I'll chop it up with you for another 10-20 minutes. And I gotta go. Simple as that. The fuck? I ain't gonna offer you none of my green. I ain't gonna offer you none of my other green. If I couldn't talk up on it, I ain't need it. I ain't need it. Y'all making this thing too difficult for yourselves. I'm not in that game no more. And I still have those same old ways if I ever needed to get it. Because like I told my wife, I'm gonna keep my blade sharp now. I might have to cut down trees again. I'm gonna just because I'm married, I don't mean I'm just gonna lose myself and forget who I am. Hell no. Just like I don't expect for her to. In case I pass on, I would want her to still be in a position where she can move on. And seeing how well mannered her kids are and how respectful she is, she'll be able to find another dude if something happened to me. I'm confident in that. But that's what I should want, right? Because at the end of the day, she needs protection, and the kids need protection. So yeah, it ain't over for all baby mamas and stuff like that, but it just depends on your situation. Some of y'all dumbass hoes reckless, like on Anton's show yesterday. No, was that Anton's show? I don't know. Somebody had a show. Oh yeah, no, that was Anton's show. He showed that reckless chick who got the that H bomb herpes. She told me she been living with herpes for 10 years. No, not my bad. That's the wrong chick. But this other chick, no, she just found out that she had herpes a month ago and she already back on the dating scene. Bitch, what? You already back out here passing out that poison pack. And she was already talking about how devastated she was that she didn't get it. Like, man, y'all doing all this reckless smashing. Because that's another thing right there. Y'all don't even refer to it as nothing intimate. Y'all call it smashing. I wouldn't even want to be in a position where somebody could say they smashed my child. Like, what the fuck? No. Mm-mm. But then again, their mama smashing, their grandma smashing. Grandma's talking about how they about to get their back blowed out. Like, come on, man. I wonder why y'all wonder why the community look like they do. Y'all shocked and looking stupid at why the community look the way it do. Y'all baffled. Y'all surprised. No, y'all oblivious. You're asleep. You're unconscious. You're not woke. But I digress. Let's get back to it.
Other children in regular families, he was really getting a bag. T.I., the type that teaches his children to be entrepreneurial. Shout out to my guy doubling up. I appreciate you, Stan. Where you at, though, brother? Thank you for doubling up. I appreciate you, Stan. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. We only need 4 more people to hit the Cash App at least $10 a piece, and we'll open up the channel. But Stan, the link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. Yo, so April is making some interesting points, and it seems as if a lot of women are the one that makes these points. Why are they acting like this? Does anybody think of the children and why they behave the way they do? Maybe it's a manhood thing. I don't know, but I don't think like that. I don't think like that. It don't matter why they're acting like that. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that they are acting like that. And if they're acting like that, there is consequences to your actions. Listen, we've all been through things. And some of us, like myself, been through more things than most people. So when you go through a whole lot of things and you got
Hold on, bad. Should open up another tab. My bad. Continue, brother. Ears. Nope.
To your ass.
oh Lord, oh Lord.
And what we are seeing is his son acting out based off of spare the rod, spoil the child.
Acting like that.
A little bit.
It doesn't matter. All that matters is that they are acting like that. And if they're acting like that, there is consequences to your actions. Listen, we've all been through things. And some of us, like myself, been through more things than most people. So when you go through a whole lot of things and you got to get your stuff together and the world don't make no excuses for you, why do we think that the world should make excuses for other people? Right. He's already come from an advantaged situation. I'm sure there was some struggles. I'm sure there was some things that he deals with. At the same time, each of us as adults has something that we have to deal with within our personality, within our life, within our upbringing, within our environment. We all got things that we have to deal with. What makes him that much more special that we got to make account for everything he's going through versus any of us? Shout out to my man, Stanley White, sponsor of the show. Appreciate you, brother. Let me give you the song, and I got you coming. Thank you, brother.
No matter what the situation, I'm just trying to climb.
Shout out to the good brother, Stanley White. What's going on, Stanley? You going to give us some insight?
Yeah, man. I mean, I was telling my story a little bit when I was saying how I went to Atlanta when I was 15, right? Well, when I moved to Atlanta, it wasn't really the move there for me. But anyway, my girl at the time, she was 16, I was 15. She was going to North Clayton, where T.I. went to high school at. So when I say that he wasn't that guy, I know this from experience. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna put no slant on his name. He made a name for himself in the music industry and all that. Whatever. But at the end of the day, that don't separate you from the person. And what we are seeing is his son acting out based off of spare the rod, spoil the child. I seen this coming a long time ago when he had the reality show out. And I was just shaking my head then. I was like, this boy gonna be a problem. This boy gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like everything gonna manifest. And like y'all was saying, he didn't grow up in the same house with him. Mostly grew up, you know what I'm saying, with the grandma. So you not being that dude from Jump Street, because I don't know if people really see this situation for what it is, but Tiny came and got this dude out of high school. She had already had a name for herself. She came and got this little dude out of high school. We used to watch this dude get chased home every single day by an even younger dude. I ain't gonna put him out there, but by an even younger dude, he has never been that guy, ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? So what King is saying is real. Like, bro, you're not that dude. You fake out here for, you know what I'm saying, for all these lights, camera, and all this stuff. But I know you, and I don't know you at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And it goes back to what I was saying about how me and my son's relationship is. Once you take the man out of the household and y'all separate that bond, like Corey was saying, that respect/fear is no longer there. It ain't. It just, you know what I'm saying? And you'll come to that point. You're going to come to that point anyway with the dad being in the house. You're going to try on, but you're going to have to get put in your place. It's just a natural order of things. You know what I'm saying? You on mute, bro.
Yeah, that's the natural order of things. That's absolutely true. Yo, so let me ask you a couple of questions. Let me read these and then ask you a couple of questions. Shout out to my guy, Abi Wardy. Peace to the chat. Peace, Abi Wardy. How you doing? Shout out to UFO Kamikaze 1. He can buy a gun soon. That's cute. Been handling firearms since 10 years old. Shout out to UFO Kamikaze 1. Trucker said, parents trying to be friends that's why. They want their father, they want what their father has. Interesting. Okay. So the first question I have is, do you believe that them giving him to his grandmother, letting him live with his grandmother, so to speak, do you believe that was something that was forced by them, or something that he wanted to do, so they allowed him to do it?
That King wanted to do, so they allowed him to do it.
Right. Like he was, like they said, he was crying and he was wanting to be with his grandparents, and so they let him, or what?
I mean, even if that was the case, you the child, you don't run nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You don't run nothing. No, the children can't make the decisions in the family. They just can't. That's a recipe for disaster and failure right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's a bar. But what do you think is more likely? What do you think probably?
I mean, bro, I don't even follow this dude, because like I said, I seen the fakery from the jump. But y'all don't remember when he said that? Y'all don't remember when he to answer his question though? He in a position, like I said, he don't belong to himself. So if he about to go on tour, or they about to do a tour or whatever like that, then he can't be around them anyway. Or he ain't gonna want them around him, because he like, all that loose behavior. And I'm not saying T.I., but I'm talking about the people that's in control of his brand. They're not gonna want him messing up the brand. I'm talking about King. Like, they don't want him over there messing up the brand. If he got to do some major stuff, he might be working on a film or working on or tour or whatever like that. Like I was saying, but in an instance like that, yeah, go to your grandma. You ain't gonna mess up the brand. So it could have been more of the parents, which it should be, because like I said, should no child have no say so in what what's going on. Like, you got input. Just like the woman got input, but at the end of the day, the man makes the decision. Divorce his family?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Y'all don't remember when T.I. was about to divorce his family because he said that they were hindering him from doing what he needed to do or become a bigger star than what he is. And I'm like, bro, you already
I've never heard of his whole family. His whole family?
Yeah, he said that Tiny and his kids was holding him from being whatever. And I'm like, bro, that don't even make sense. You move as a unit. You are the head of your household. Y'all move as a unit. Right? What you don't, you know what I'm saying? So if you look at that situation, the disconnect was right there. You don't, like, we holding you back. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna become my own person or whatever, and that builds resentment.
So do you think he's too far gone? Yes or no? And then the second part of that question is, what do you think, if anything, could be done to help him get on a better path? Is he just gonna have to get older and pray that he survived long enough to get wisdom, or is there something that could be done now, in your opinion, that can help him get right now?
Call you reap what you sow. If you sow a bad seed, then you're gonna reap the product of sowing a bad seed. Like I said, when I seen him at 5 years old on that reality show, I said, nah, you got a problem, because that's when you're supposed to be instilling everything in him. Because after a certain age, it's a wrap. You can't whoop a child after 12. To be honest with you. You trying it. Like, you trying it. These 12-year-olds got access to tools. They'll pop you. And
yeah, I mean, that's true.
This is the reality of it, bro.
But
Trust
so
me, this is the reality.
No, I believe that. So with that being said, Do you feel like this is wholeheartedly Tiny and T.I.'s fault, or do you feel like it's just like one of those things where you could grow up in a house with multiple children, they can have the same mother, the same father, and just one or two of them is just going to be a bad seed? It's just kind of what happens.
No,
Uh-huh.
no, because I could say that because I got sets of kids. You know what I'm saying? I look at that set and I look at this set. This set I never had to spank. I never had to spank my kids. You know what I'm saying? With my current wife, I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that she's she got a degree in social work. She used to work for CPS. So that has a lot to do with it, but also, like I said, their upbringing has a lot to do with it too. And what I mean by their upbringing, meaning that I was there. I've always been there. I got pictures in my phone of their births. Like I got pictures of my daughter halfway in and out her mama's stomach, C-section. I was there, like every single day. Matter of fact, me and my daughter, I think I contribute our bond being so tight because I was the first skin on skin contact because her mom was under sedation because her whole stomach was open. But yeah, she took a lot longer to shake off the anesthesia, so she was had to be held for a while. You know what I'm saying, for observation. But the whole time, me and my daughter was bonding. Then I hate that I called myself looking stupid like that. Anyway, but me and my daughter bonded. But me and her to this day, like I said, I have to constantly remind her I ain't your friend. But that's my homie though. That's my little homie. Like she even to be at her age, she just turned 10, but she's always been wanting to know. She's been knowledgeable and not only does she want to know, but she understands. Like I talked to her about some pretty deep stuff, you know what I mean? And she gets it. And that's how I know, man. Like you got to instill this stuff in them when they're young. Got to. Even with the situation when I was telling Iz about what happened with my daughter as far as the little pop-up that came on when she was watching a video under her kids' YouTube channel, and it was very inappropriate, and she felt like she did something wrong, and I had to tell her, "Nah, baby, you ain't do nothing wrong. You good. Like this stuff, it happens. It even happens on mine, but it shouldn't be happening on yours because yours supposed to be programmed for kids." And she's like, "I know it's supposed to be kids YouTube. Like they shouldn't even be showing this stuff to kids. Like it's not right." And I'm like, she gets it. Like I hear it in her voice, in her spirit. Like she gets it, and she was honestly hurt by that, and she thought that she was in trouble by me. But I had to remind her, no, you didn't. No, you ain't in trouble because you didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? But next time something like this happens, come and tell me. You can talk to me about stuff like this. So even in that moment, even though it was for her, it was also for me. Because I'm like, at first I'm like, girl, what the hell is wrong with you? Goddamn acting like your mom. Like you worrying about something that you don't need to worry about. So what's going on? Like it's basically similar traits or whatever like that. But like I said, this goes back to knowing the person that you're with and actually having love for the person that you're with, because love sometimes equals grace. If you don't have that love, you can't have that grace for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Her mom is a human. You know what I'm saying? She had her meltdowns or whatever like that because she's a girl. She's just a bigger version of a girl, an older version of a girl. She's still a girl. You know what I'm saying? So I seen that in my daughter, and I understood how to embrace it and make it a learning thing instead of jumping down her throat or punishing her when she didn't need to be punished. Basically. JD said, "Oh, give me a few. I got to get my kids settled in." Okay, that's a bet, bro. I was just, just whenever, even if you can't, it's up there for you, my guy. But yeah, man. This having, and this is why I say it's so important. And I'm gonna keep going back to it until I'm blue in the face, and I'll never turn blue. But it took for me to realize, and looking in retrospect, I didn't choose my first wife. I really did. And that's a whole nother story. Matter of fact, that's a whole nother show. But I didn't choose her. I decided to be with her because we had kids, and I decided to make her my wife. But it was the worst thing I ever did in my life. Meeting her and staying with her really was the worst thing I ever did. But you know what I'm saying? I kind of glad I did it because I learned a lot and I lived to learn. So it is what it is. I take whatever came with it. But you know what I'm saying? It was an experience for me. It was a learning experience for me. And I ain't saying that I was an angel because I wasn't. Nowhere near it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I just know that when I picked my current wife, I picked more intention. Let's just say that. I picked more intentionally. I had choices. I had options. But having options ain't the same as having uh, real options. Put it like that. It's always gonna be females to sleep with. That's not the same as having somebody who you know is gonna go through the fire with you. Because this life be life, man. Without having to go into too many details, that's all I'm gonna say, man. Life be life. It's playing out like this T.I. and King situation, man. Life be life. And it ain't so much of the situation, it's what you do with the situation. How do you handle the situation? How do you react to said situation? Not saying that the situations ain't gonna come up. The situations gonna come up. It's how you handle the situation that separates the man from the boys. Straight up. Can't nobody on this planet tell me that when it comes to my son. That's what I feel like. My daughter too. Like all my kids, those are my kids. They wouldn't even exist if I didn't do what I did to make that happen. You ain't gonna tell me nothing about them. Like, you know what I mean? So if I'm like that with my kids, then how my kids gonna get out of pocket with me? I keep it 100 with them. Like me and my son beefing. I'll tell him to his face, I should have masturbated instead of making you. I fucked up. And that's something to say. But yeah, the way you talking to me, well, I should have jacked off that day. Instead, I made your disrespectful ass. Yeah, your best bet is to stay away from me, partner. Real talk. Because at the end of the day, we men, man. And like I said, that's the natural order of things. I know you're a man too. You ain't no little boy no more. Talking to my son. You ain't no little boy no more. You're a man. So I can't handle you with kid gloves. I got to handle you with man hands. But let's get back to the let's get back to it. I also got it pulled up to where T.I. he said it on his show on the Family Hustle that this was when him and T.I. was keep calling her T.I. This was him and Tiny was getting ready to divorce because he, like I said, he said that he felt like his family was holding him back. How the fuck you feel like your family holding you back? You created that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with these dudes. That's why I don't feel like I be talking to grown men sometimes. Bro, you solo. You met this chick. She was solo. Hopefully. You know what I'm saying? She had kids and that's your fault. Like I blame myself for my first, my first wife. She had a child. But anyway, if the situation is perfect, you're single, don't have kids. She's single, don't have kids. Y'all get together, y'all create a child. Y'all just created a life. Y'all became God. Y'all just created a life. Now it's up to y'all to take care of this child through the love that y'all have for each other. Because that's all it is. If it's a female, she's just a younger version of the woman that you love. She's actually almost a splitting image of the woman that you love with a lot of your genes in her. So how could you not love that? And with your son is the image of you. And of course, your wife, well, she should be your wife, but the woman that you created this child with, she's gonna love the son because he's an image of the man that she loves. Respects, reveres, etc., etc. So that's how we supposed to look at each other. That's how I look at me and my current wife. We have a boy and a girl, and she says she's good with that. She don't even want no more kids. Now she can't have no more kids, but so I guess it's a win-win situation for her. She don't want them, and she can't have them. She don't want more, and she can't have more. But I look at it as, man, you have as many kids as God allows you to have because you don't get to pick and choose when they come into existence, should I say? Because I'm not in a sexless marriage, and I don't have to worry about every time we have sex we don't have a baby. That ain't how life works. But of course, if you out here randomly smashing, then of course you can have baby here, baby there, baby here, baby there, because you just planting seeds in the fertile soil at that point. I met this woman when she was 25. We had 2 kids, and now her body says I can't do more. But I also knew the depth of me giving her those kids because she just lost twins before I met her. She could have been a baby mama before I met her. So I mean, it is what it is. And like I tell her, I mean, look at the lesson in it. Looking at it now, you said that first of all, you ain't even with the dude no more, so you have been raising kids by yourself. So, then if he was in the picture, you said he was this and that and the third. So it's like it's the reason why they're not here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, it was a touchy situation, a touchy subject at the time. But I didn't want kids. I didn't want to go through what I just went through with these other children and their mom. Not being able to see them, not knowing where they at, are they good? Is anything happening to them? Do they have anything they being awarded for that I'm missing out on? You know what I'm saying? My daughter, father-daughter dance. Like, not just bad stuff. But I want to be a part of everything, the good and the bad. But I wasn't a part of shit. And I don't hold no resentment towards her. I just hold resentment towards the whole situation. I got life forms walking this planet that are confused and hold resentment, which is hindering them from being the best version of themselves. That's what I don't like. I don't care about the fact that she moved on or whatever, because Lord, There's so many beautiful women on this planet. I'll never have them all, and I don't need them. All I need is one. All I need is somebody who gives me peace and got my back, and look attractive to me while doing it. Right on that, and that's what I got, and that's why I talk to my homeboys. I talk to my realest partners that I have about stuff like this, and I tell them, bro, if I die today, I'm dying happy, cuz straight up, I'm dying happy. I did everything I wanted to do. I didn't experience everything that I wanted to experience. There ain't nothing that I didn't want to experience that I haven't. So I can die peaceful. I don't need a million in the bank. I don't need a Bugatti in my front yard for me to say that. I got somebody who consistently had my back, loved me, admired me, and revered me for 15 years. After being in a 13-year relationship that I aptly named in the book that I'm writing, the 13-year debacle. Because the debacle is exactly what it was. And I can go into that. I ain't going into that now, but I can go into that at a later time. But like I said, I'm writing it. I give y'all a little bit. I give y'all just enough for y'all to want to know the whole story. But the whole story played out like a movie. It's gonna be good, bad, ugly, beautiful times. But I'll get into that later on. I wanna talk about this because there's some stuff that I left out, some stuff that I could have expounded on. But when you're on other people's panel, it just sometimes that kind of time don't permit. Upbringing with our children was different versus my upbringing with the kids that I had in Atlanta.
But do you think that some of that has to do with the fact that you're older now too, and maybe you have a little bit more patience than you did when you were younger, or a
I
little
have
more insight than you did
nope,
when you were younger?
nope. I got less patience. I have less patience now.
Really?
I actually have less patience now. But the
That's
difference is the kids, they don't do anything. Just like you were saying, Corey was saying, my daughter, the one that just turned 10, I
Mm-hmm.
said about a year and a half ago, she was watching something on her tablet, and just like what happened with Kim Kardashian's son, some
Mm-hmm.
nudity or whatever popped up on her tablet in the show that she was watching.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it until I went back there to check on her, and she was balled up and she was shaking, and I'm like, "What's wrong?"
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "I did something wrong," and once she broke it down to me, told me the whole story. And this goes back to what Corey was saying. You have to know your children. So I didn't overreact. I just tried to find out what's wrong. But she thought that she done something bad.
Mm-hmm.
She was so afraid of me being disappointed that she already punished herself. You see what I'm saying? So the upbringing was different. Like I actually had to spank my kids in Atlanta. They were bad.
I got you. Now,
That's real shit. I had to spank them kids. Them motherfuckers were bad as hell. They acted just like AT aliens. I love them though. They my kids, but them motherfuckers changed. Back when off the chain was a word, yeah, I knew exactly what it meant because that perfectly described my kids. They were off the chain, off the chart, off the meat rack, off the hook. But at the same time, man, like I said, I'm gonna take accountability for all that. I remember my son being, well, I call it a trap, but it was actually our apartment complex. But it was still a trap because we trapped right outside. And this was Cascade Cabana. If anybody in Atlanta remember Cascade Cabana, one way in, one way out. It was a U. But yeah, I remember him being in his walker, running up and down the little corridor while I was hustling over here on the side. I'm sure that contributed to him not having the necessary environment for growth, shall I say. We out there hustling, fighting, shooting, fiends walking back and forth, music on, radio, whatever garbage the radio was playing at that time. Well, no, actually the radio wasn't until later on, and that was a certain lady who played the radio. But during the daytime, now folks pulling up in their car. Shout out to Lil Reggie the box Chevy, always under the hood of everything, music blasting. Like you had that going on. Folks, everybody had their own little music going on. So it was just like a collaboration of hood music. So yeah, I seen it. I'm like, yeah, this ain't necessarily the upbringing that I really want, but it's what I had and it's what I was doing at the time. He ain't had no control over that. Like I said, he was in his walker. But eventually we moved out of that. But like I said, I got taken out of their lives and it was my son was 11 and my daughter was 10. So from 10 to 18, I don't know what the fuck they've been doing with their lives and what kind of upbringing and what kind of neighborhood they were growing up in and all that extra shit. I don't know none of that. And all that play a factor. You know what I'm saying? But I do know when they came to stay with me, it was an incident, and me and my current wife, we sat back and we kind of watched it at the time. It was funny, but it showed me something. That's a part of me. It is a part of me, and I saw a part of me. But basically, they bullied somebody off of the playground, and they did it together. I was proud. I really was. I knew they were my kids because they wasn't bullying the person for the sake of being a bully. They were trying to play with the dude, and the dude said, "No, this is my little area." And I seen them look at each other, and me and Danielle looked at each other. And I was like, "Hold on, now, don't say that to the kid. I want to see how this play out." And my kids said, "Wait a minute, this yours? So we can't play with this together?" They looked over there at me because I knew what they were looking for. They wanted that okay. They wanted to know from the look on my face whether they were about whatever they were about to do, did they need to stop or continue. And I gave them that look like, so what y'all just gonna let him punk y'all out of the spot? And they ran them off. So, like I said, I was proud because I knew they were my kids. Because I'm like, I'm all, I'm neutral. I'm all for right. This ain't neither one of ours. So, you know what I'm saying? We should be able to play with all this. But you're gonna say that this certain part of the little playground shit is yours? You got me. But, all right. Well, then this is the one I'm gonna destroy then. Since it's yours, since it's not ours, it's yours. Yeah, I'm gonna destroy it. I don't know. I don't know where I get that from because I didn't know my father. See how that worked? But because I knew me, I was able to recognize that in them. And if they were wrong, which I didn't think they were wrong, because they did try to play peacefully. But if I thought they were wrong, then I would have checked them on it. That's why they gave me that look. And see, even at that time, they knew who I was. And like I said, I didn't see them at 10 or 11 at this time. I was just able to see them because, like I said on a previous show, I said, F them kids. I can't see them. I can't talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't you playing keep away with my children right now, and I sound like an idiot calling to see when I can see my children, as if I can't just go make some more. Because at this time, you know what I'm saying, my girl was pregnant with our child, but she didn't know that because I wasn't none of her damn information. I wasn't on child support at this time either, right? Because she didn't know. So, like I said, get tired of jumping through them hoops and hurdles. I said, man, forget you and them kids. I just go make more. I told her just like that, straight like that. And like I said, I didn't say that with a malice heart. I didn't even mean it when I said it. I prayed on it before I said it, and said, yeah, say that. Because I know I'm God. I don't read your mind, I read your heart. And I know your heart is in the right place when you say this. You can't even continue to move forward in your life because you worrying about these kids. But you ain't got no say so with them kids. So what are you doing? What are you doing besides spinning your wheels, not going nowhere? You know what? You're right. Fuck them goddamn kids. And you know what? Called them. I said, I'm not jumping through no more hoops and hurdles. No, I'm not calling because I want to beg you to come and see them. No, I'm not begging you no more to come and see them. That's why I'm calling you for, to tell you, fuck y'all. I'll make more. You act like this world ain't full of fertile women. I'll make more. I'm good. I'll holler. Well, you just gonna do your kid click. Yeah, now if you don't want to do your kids like that, I ain't seen my kids in 2-3 years. The hell is you talking about? She called me every day that week. I ain't answered the phone until like Thursday. And she kept calling. I'm like, oh Lord, she calling like somebody on fire. I don't want to not answer and something be wrong with one of the kids. So I finally answered. And she was like, well, I'm going out of town this weekend, so you want to get the kids for the summer? I'm like, you going out of town for the weekend? You want me to get the kids for the summer? That shit don't even make no sense. You know what? All right, I ain't seen them. I ain't seen them in a couple of years. Yeah, they can come. I don't care. I get to see my kids. It's good. All you gotta do is send them with some clothes. And it's funny how that worked. She still was getting child. You know, by that time they came, she had me on child support. But even when the kids were with me, child support don't stop. I don't ask her for shit because if they with me, they good. They with me. It's funny how that don't work on the other side because you wanted them and you wanted to do this without me. So I hate when females get on that bullshit. He don't pay child support. He shouldn't fucking have to. He should be able to be in the same house with his kids. The fuck is you talking about? You know how stupid you sound? He had, it's funny, he got to pay for 18 years plus, but he ain't had to do half of that to get you in the bed to make the child in the damn first place. Half of these be bar babies, club babies. So, like I said, do it with intention, man. Do it with intention. Narrative and dialogue said, I can't say that. I can't say that was not that dude. I can't say it. I can't say that he wasn't that dude because of knowing him most of my teenage life. He hung out in Bone Home, Bankhead Court. I know some of the big kids he hung out with. Shout out to you, big homie. But I know. And he wasn't really welcome in Bone Home. Let's keep it 100. They should have renamed Bone Home Charlotte Lowland like what, not 2000 and 2000. The year 2000, they should have changed that name of that shit to Charlotte Lowland because he always been that dude over there, man. I don't care what nobody say. And the respect that T.I. get, to me, it just feels unwarranted. It feels unwarranted. He actually talked like he did the shit that Shawty Lo did. Shawty Lo did that shit for real as a kid. Like, and it's easy. I ain't gonna say it's easy to do because it ain't easy to do. It ain't easy to maintain. But man, I could have fucked my life up like that too. Got in the D game and went crazy. But God had another path for me. But I could see how it can happen. And yes, I turned down millions of dollars. I don't care. The most unhappiest I've ever been is when I had $10,000 in my pocket and I was on Boulevard. I was in Fourth Ward with $10,000 in my pocket. And what's the name of it? Bethel Pines. I'm hanging around 50 niggas that will kill you over $5, and I got $10,000 in my pocket and my jewelry on. You think I felt safe? You think I felt comfortable? You think I felt happy? Of course the bitches gonna holler. You the shiniest thing outside. Of course they gonna holler. You glistening, fresh cut, diamonds, Beezos, red monkeys hanging. A-Town down. I had a hat. I was buying A-Towns way before Jody Breeze bought me and my homies some A-Town fits. We bumped into them in the mall, but man, we had a hookup on the A-Town because they was $250, $300 a pair. We were getting things for $150, sometimes $100. Give me 9 pairs. Of course, them bitches goddamn flop, but yeah, fuck that bitch if you want to. Everybody out here done hit that. What you think? Think you special? Better not fall asleep in it and wake up naked. For real, for real. When you leaving Boulevard, nigga, like, bro, money don't make you happy, man. I mean, it's cool. I guess it's cool to have $1 million when you're around some millionaires, because you know what I'm saying? It's good. You're in good company. I have $1,000 in your pocket around a bunch of niggas that ain't got shit. And you tell me how you feel. That was just me. I ain't never felt like uncomfortable in any neighborhood. I don't care where I'm at. But I always felt like shit. You ain't got but one life to live. What they gonna do? What's the worst they can do? Kill you? Can't kill you twice. You got one life, cousin. So I feel like this whole situation. I'm gonna get off this shit in a minute. I got some stuff I got to do. But I feel like this T.I. King situation is, like I said, with everything else, cause and effect. Because you let some bullshit go on, you're gonna have the effects of it. It's your child. You got to deal with it. Unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? It's like my son. It's my child. I'm just expecting that phone call. Yeah, somebody fucked him up. Damn. So hate it. It wasn't me though. I can tell you where I was. You go out here reckless, the world gonna show you. I got love for you because I'm the reason why you're here. But at the same time, you can talk to me no any kind of way. You damn sure ain't gonna buck up on me. And we ain't got but one time we gonna fight. And only time I'm gonna fight you then is to let you know hey, I still got it now. Don't get it twisted now. Because I'm a little bit older. Don't think I ain't still got it. But yeah, you ain't gonna keep doing that. You ain't gonna do that more than once. I'm gonna grab you by your damn throat. I'm gonna choke the life out you for a second. And then when you wake up, you're gonna feel refreshed. You're gonna have all the time to think about it while you sleep. No, I'm not. Who told you that? These are Tibetan bees. I ain't see no age limit on them. I looked too. I read the fine print and everything. They ain't say these bees are restricted to age. Nope. But appreciate you being here. I bet your parents. No, I ain't gonna start with you, Sugar Bomb. You all right with me? No, they don't have an age limit. I look. You're gonna have to show that to me. You're gonna have to prove to me the motherfucker got an age limit because I don't believe you. You need more people. Well, I tell you what, they do have an age limit because I go outside all the time. If somebody say, "Hey man," I'm gonna say, "And what?" No, I was saying your parents. I could tell that they didn't bring you up well. Like you act like they raised you in a dungeon. they they fed you meat through a hole in the door. That's how you be acting, man. I ain't gonna hold my tongue. I'm dead ass serious. Like you be in these damn chats, like, God damn, man. It ain't who hurt you, but your your parents ain't even spanked you. They had a cattle prod. They had like one of them electric things the motherfuckers had on Demolition Man. They used to tap your ass in the head. Pew! Go to sleep, fucking aggravating ass child. But it was a whole pantry full of spaghettios. They made sure you ate spaghettios. Said daddy raised me to be a go-getter. You should have raised your ass to go get you a man. Oh Lord. Your parents have fucked you up then. They didn't believe in whoopings. I know. They ain't have to whoop you. They had you chained down there in that little room. And they slid you a bowl of that now spaghettios in there at 3 o'clock. For real. My mama used to whoop. Matter of fact, but I told my mom before she passed away, I thanked her. I thanked her. It's 2023. Women aren't defined by me. You know what? Anyway, I ain't gonna let you get me off my I ain't gonna let you get me off my thing. So what is 2023? I'm glad you know the date. It's about to be 2024 in less than a month. That's gonna be your new That's gonna be your slogan next year. Is 2024. It's 2024. Who the fuck cares? The only thing changed is the number. No, your life don't revolve around having a man because you don't have one. If you had a man, you'll be saying otherwise. Because it doesn't have to revolve because That's why I say it's an interdependence. It's not a depend on the dude, and there ain't no dude depending on no damn woman. It's an interdependence. You know what I'm saying? My house would be peaceful if I was here by myself. So to have a wife that also brings peace, or to have a woman that brings peace, yeah, that makes it easy for me to make that person my wife, because you brought something that's already here. Peace. So we don't. You say revolving. Yeah, my life revolves around my wife. We like satellites to each other. We revolve around each other. Yeah, yeah. The decisions that I make in the course of a day, week, month, or the next 5 years, yeah, it has something to do with my wife. My wife is involved in that decision making. You know what I'm saying? So of course, like that's where y'all be getting it twisted at, man. Y'all be getting it fucked up. Y'all be thinking that the woman is just around to say, no, she got dreams, she got goals, she got ambitions of her own, and I want to help her make that happen. So it's not like, oh, this is my thing and it's my way or the highway. No, y'all be having shit fucked up. It's an interdependency. Like, if she can't be great, then she won't be great. If she don't feel like she's allowed to be who she needs to be, then she ain't the woman that I fell in love with. Because I picked her off being an ambitious, inspiring, goal-having person. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was top notch. Who made me choose her? So the fact that you don't feel like, your life don't revolve around a man says that you ain't been able to find a man that's worthy of that. And that has a lot to do with your picker. Or it has a lot to do with you as a person. Like, if you're not, like, if I saw the value in my wife before I made her my wife. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I approached her on some, I'm just gonna say this because I don't want your husband to beat me up, because you look like you might be married. I don't see no ring though, but you look like it's somebody that's taking good care of you. And if not, everybody in your neighborhood must be on the other side. Got to be. There ain't no way. Nah. You are very attractive. But then once you get to know a person and you see, oh, okay, you don't tolerate BS. That's why you ain't got nobody around yet. So it says a lot about who you are. Because, like I said, if you had a dude that is really that guy in your eye, whatever that may be, then you wouldn't be saying half the stuff that you be saying on these chats, Sugar Bomb. Because to be honest with you, I think you're an all right person. I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't did nothing to me. You be saying ratchet stuff in the chat, but I can deal with that. You fucking with the best. Insults, I got them. Jokes, no problem. I got those too. You have options. I just said something about this earlier. Just because you're a woman. You can walk outside with no head and you'll still get smashed. Yeah. A headless woman can get smashed. You know that? That's not a brag when a woman say I have options. I have people that are willing to sleep with me. Yeah, you do. Yeah. Yep. That's what makes the world go round. Thank you. That's what makes the world go round. You the reason why dudes be in sexless marriages as long as they are, because they got people like you they can go hit up and they good for another week or two. They can deal with whatever the hell they got going on back at home for another week or two. So yeah, shout out to you and your options. Shout out to them. Weighing out my options and picking out the best option. No, actually, the way you do that, because I'm gonna tell you where you fucking up at. And not just you, but let me tell you where women fuck up at. Y'all act like y'all have the foresight that we do to know where a person is going to be at in the next 10, 20 years. You don't. It's just like, you know, my wife, when she got with me, I wasn't who I am now. The producer, you know, the executive producer, the filmmaker, the engineer, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like a lot of that actually came from her. That's why I give her the props that I give her. You know what I'm saying? Like I mentally made her my wife a long time ago, well, a long time before we got married. But what and see, this is when y'all be like, I don't want to help no man. And thanks for derailing me from my original topic, but this when y'all be like, I don't want to build no man up, da 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 da. You can build a man up by just telling him, baby, no, you can do that. Simple as that. It just took her as simple as that. Because I was one, like Anton be saying, can't find a dude that ain't been to jail. Yeah, I'm one of them dudes. I had a felony, you know what I'm saying? Well, when I caught my first felony, I caught a couple of felonies. So I did fed time. So I've never had misdemeanors. I don't think. Nope. But anyway, so it was certain jobs, I ain't gonna lie, that I just didn't go for. You know what I'm saying? Especially since I had a good job and it got snatched from me, not because of my background or what I did, but it was just on some old corporate BS. And I knew I didn't want to deal with corporate after that. But I had a Fortune 500 job when I was 19. You know what I'm saying? And I got that just off of work ethic, being in the right place at the right time. You know what I'm saying? And knowing how to do stuff that people didn't know I knew how to do. But after my felonies and stuff like that, I can't lie, I was jaded. You know what I'm saying? Just as a man, there's some stuff that I know a lot of men go through, whether they want to admit it or not. So that's why I'm going to say it now, since I do have a platform. I didn't go for certain jobs. I went for jobs that I knew I can get. And there was menial jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like I can get in, because I always knew I can get in and work my way up. Or I always felt like I could get in and work my way up. But then some opportunities came through when I was with my wife, and she was like, you know what? You be hard on yourself and you be thinking that this gonna hold you back, but you never know unless you try. Why don't you just try for it? And every so often I hear that. You know what I'm saying? And I've since I've listened to that, I've had great jobs. I've left them, but they were great jobs because I found out that working for somebody ain't me. Nah, I'm done with that. I've been done with that. When I left my last job, which was at the Riverside Epicenter, I was the head engineer, number 2 man, because the only person above me was the general manager, and I was there before him. So now she didn't build me; she encouraged me. It's a difference. It's a difference. I was doing good, but she taught me that I can. Well, she didn't teach me. She encouraged me to do better, and not some of the opportunities that was coming at me based off of my work ethic, because I was afraid that once they found out my background that they was gonna just, drop me or whatever like that. So women ain't the only ones afraid of rejection. You know what I'm saying? We don't be wanting to get turned down. You know what I'm saying? They be making plenty of movies of stuff like that. Y'all don't watch it. Or if y'all do watch it, y'all don't even see that. Kind of like the pursuit of happiness. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to do what you can do instead of what you want to do for the time being, and then you end up getting stuck in that. That's what they call the rat race. A lot of people are doing it. So, but if that was the case, and you feel like, thank you, babe, and you feel like my wife did build me, good. Who you building? Don't worry, I'll wait. Who you build? Because guess who get to reap the benefits of that build? If she was to build. Let's say she, you know what I'm saying? Let's say she did build. Who get to reap the benefits of that? Because it ain't like I just, take off and forget that I even, forget the person that helped me get there. That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't even want to be in the trenches with somebody, but then y'all want to find somebody at the finish line. And you wonder why you get drugged. I'm not dumb enough to build, man. That's why you single then. I'm glad my wife was smart enough to encourage me. To see potential in me that I was overlooked. But she was like, nah, I love you and I want you to be whatever it is that you want to be. The only one holding you back is you. That's deep. Appreciate that. Nope. Not struggle test. Because like I said, I wasn't in the fucked up position when we met. You ain't understand that? You ain't get that? I was all right. So now I ain't telling nobody to do shit. You ain't got to do nothing. You can still you can stay doing whatever you want to do and still being who you are. That's your life. You're the only one who has to live it. Remember that. Remember that. Oh, damn, struggle test. Hey, you can get with a motherfucker that got money and then he lose it. And what? Is that not a struggle test? Because he down, you out. That's why they call it down and out. That person will be down and the other person will be out. And when a person get a whiff of that, they're not fucking with you. And see, that's another thing too. She showed me that when I was down, she wasn't out. And I actually told her to leave. She put me in check. You know, like, now I don't know who you used to dealing with, but I'm not that. If I said I'm gonna be down, I'm down. We're gonna go through this together. I was like, wow. That was dope. And it was a culture shock because the chick that I was with for 13 years didn't hold me down for 4 months, but the chick that I was with for 4 months held me down for 8 months. So, talking about struggle, like she was trying to keep my spot for me while I was locked up, and I'm like, what you doing? You ain't got to keep my spot going, man. Let that shit go. Like, you know what I'm saying? You put all my shit in storage and let that shit go. Cause I'm not coming back. I mean, whenever they do lock me up, whatever it is, it's gonna be mandatory. And I had another case hanging over my head, so I was looking at whatever they were gonna do plus about 10. So I told her, nah, you got to hold me down. We ain't known each other nothing about 4 or 5 months too. Nah, I don't expect you to hold me down. I had somebody and I was with for 13 fucking years and they held me down for 4 months. I'm not expecting for you to hold me down. She just looked at me and was like, all right, you got me fucked up. That was that person and I'm me. And see, that's how you can't live through other people's experience. You got to experience your own, sugar bum. And I know You sound like you can never be a ride or die, and that's why you are single. Because that's what relationships are about. I need somebody that's gonna be able to ride with me. Y'all could be in a brand fucking new car. Y'all going on vacation. Y'all riding together. The car could break down. Why you think they got services like AAA? This shit ain't just for raggedy cars. So think about what you say when you say ride or die. It's just as simple as that. We in the car. We on our way to Florida. Something happened. If the car break down, you know we got help coming. Just because somebody pull up in another car and say, "Hey, you good? You want to just come in with me?" You'll jump ship, won't you? See? And like I say, we can sense that. As men, we can sense that. I ain't never have to ask her when she ride or die ever. Because when she told me that, she told me everything I needed to know. And then her actions showed it. So call it whatever you want. But also put some respect on it. It's 15 years of being covered. 15 years of being loved and respected, honored, cherished. Yeah. Put some respect on that shit. So I'm gonna stop sharing that. I hope he is talk about it tomorrow on the show. We'll chop it up some more, but man. You don't whoop these kids, or not necessarily whooping, but if these kids don't know discipline or they don't have no kind of respect / fear for you as a parent, it's gonna show in their behavior, and they're gonna continue to embarrass you. They'll always embarrass you. Like Sugar Bone, I know she embarrasses her parents daily. When the last time you talked to your parents, Sugar Bone? I got about 5 more minutes and I'm gonna wrap this shit up. But if you still here, when the last time you talked to your parents? You call them and check on them? No, you could. It don't work like that. But have you talked to your parents? It is hard to do. And no, you couldn't be a wife tomorrow. You should be a wife today. Being a wife today would make you a wife tomorrow. But being that you're not a wife today, then hell no, you can't be a wife tomorrow. Like, it don't work like that. This shit don't work like that, man. I knew my wife was my wife because she carried herself like a wife. She carried herself like a married woman. She wasn't out here dressed like no spot. She wasn't talking shit on social media. None of that. She don't even be on social media like that now. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. Whoopings are very much necessary. What? They smoke. Oh, you smoke. Hold on, they smoke T.I. My mom. I don't know what the hell you talking about. My dad probably this Saturday. They still answer your phone calls? That's surprising. I wouldn't even answer your fucking phone call. I'd be like, fuck this little bitch won't. I hope you're saying that you spoke to your mom earlier. Oh, you couldn't be a wife. Are you a wife today, Sugar Bomb? If you are carrying yourself as such today, then yes, I would agree with your comment that you could be a wife tomorrow. if you're a wife today, if you carry yourself with respect and dignity and decency, but you already talking about you got options. Ain't nobody finna only lame ass niggas gonna fuck with a chick that got multiple niggas. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000 with you. You say it's insecurity, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say it is, but if I ain't got your undivided attention, then I won't have your undivided attention. If I allow to be in a situation where I ain't got your undivided attention, then I can't be surprised when I don't have your damn undivided attention. I get what you're saying. And that's good that you speak to your parents. It's even better that they answer your phone call. But no, you entertaining multiple niggas, and they couldn't know, because if they did know, you're gonna be entertaining multiple niggas. And if they did know and you still entertaining multiple niggas, then you're entertaining a multitude of simps. They just around to hopefully get to smell the box, because other than that, they won't even know what fucking box is. Not this year, maybe next year. But them ain't the type of nigga that that's why you ain't pick man one of them niggas to be a wife to. I know. I just said that. Being a wife isn't on your priority list because the niggas that you fucking with ain't no nigga that you feel like prioritizing. Y'all ain't prioritizing each other. He come through when his set get low. His bag might be up, but his set low. So he finna come holler at you. Slide through and slide through. I don't give a fuck what it sound like. If I ain't got your fucking undivided attention, then what the fuck I'm fucking with you for? Cause you sure gonna have mine. Why I can't get yours back? Sounds insecure. All right. So if my attention is on this chick and that chick and you, that's great with you. It's dumb as hell. That's why y'all be getting played like y'all do. That type of thinking right there, that rationale. That's dumb as fuck, Sugar Boy. I'm just gonna keep it 100. That's dumb as fuck. And that's another reason, like I say, I can go on for damn days about this shit. I got another book that I'm writing about her. And see, that's why I'm turning all my life experiences into either books or films or whatever. Especially now that I had the ability to do such. But you say that shit sounds insecure, but when me and my wife met, I told her right off we couldn't exchange numbers because I was going through a divorce. My divorce wasn't final yet. I said when my divorce is final, then we could talk. Same night my divorce was final, I had to go to Atlanta anyway because we were performing, but I ain't ended up making it to the performance because I was celebrating not getting getting the divorce decree from my ex-wife and seeing my kids and all that shit, and I ended up letting time get by me or whatever. But the performance still, I met up with the guys a little bit after that. We took a picture and I called my wife, and that was, that's how the history started. But my point was, I was so fucking happy to get that divorce decree from that motherfucker because it was over with. No, she's not technically a stepmom. We love the rail and shit, but and I ain't put all my eggs in no damn basket. I'm gonna tell you how that shit works. You gonna keep me on here longer than the fuck I wanted to be. But let me answer your dumb random ass questions. Shut the hell up, talking about blunt skin. I ain't rolling, so I don't give a fuck. Anyway, no, she wasn't no fucking rebound. But I said I'm gonna do this shit right. I'm gonna take my time. Cause I could be, I could be fucking with chicks, but I'm waiting for my divorce to be final. Cause I did smash a couple of chicks, but I did that shit out of spite. But when it came down to her, I was like, nah, I'm gonna do this shit right. And the first time we talked that whole fucking night. So I called her, I think I called her about 9 o'clock, and we didn't get off the phone until about 5 o'clock that morning because she had to be to work at 7. So we talked all that night. And then we went on a couple of dates. Our first date, like I said, it was at the park, the river walk. And then we probably, I think the second date was at my crib. I cooked for us. And the third date was at a family function. That was when I met her family, even though I met her family before I met her. I met her family because the church that I was going to, that my neighbor was taking me to, was the church that she was the musician at. So I wouldn't even have went to that church until she was like, come to the church one day. And that's when I saw her. And she just kind of stood out. And, we kind of checked each other out. I said something to her, you know what I'm saying? But being that she played the music, her aunts was in the chorus. So I knew her aunts for a couple of months before I even met her. So when I met her and we exchanged, little words or whatever like that, the following week, the church had an anniversary dinner. And I went as a guest because I was with the lady who was the musician. I was, you know what I'm saying? So her aunts was like, you said something to my niece. And I was like, yeah, okay, that's your niece. That's what's up. So I was getting checked out by the aunties. So when on that third date, when we went to the little family function, I saw the aunties again. And then they kind of like was giving the okay and all that stuff. And, we just kind of got the feel of each other or whatever like that. And we just kind of hit it off from there. And after that interaction, we talked to each other every single day. So like I said, we had each other's undivided attention. She wasn't no fucking rebound. My marriage only lasted, I want to say, technically 6 months. We were married, and a year and 6 months was the divorce process. So no, she was far from a rebound. We dated with intentions. Is she a stepmom? No, because she didn't really have to be a stepmom to my children, because my children wasn't in my life. That's why I say it's different with men and women. Like I didn't have full custody of my children. I lost custody of the children in the divorce. But did she embrace my children? Yes, she did, because we was together when I said F them kids, and actually, my children got to be with her, and that's how I really understood being a step parent from the father's side. Because I remember going to work, and she was, I was leaving the kids with her, and I told the kids, I said, I'm giving her permission to spank y'all if y'all need to be spanked, but it shouldn't even come to that. Because first of all, if she tell you to do something, that means I've already told her to tell y'all to do shit. So she ain't telling y'all nothing I ain't already told her to tell y'all. So y'all not going to disrespect her. That's one. Y'all don't have to like her, because I know she's not your mom, but y'all will respect her. I'm going to work, and if she call me and tell me y'all been tripping, I'm going to hate it for y'all when I get back. Y'all know what it is. Like, y'all ain't brand new to this. I know I ain't seen y'all in a couple of years, but y'all know what it is. And I don't want to do that, but y'all shouldn't have to put me in a position to do that. So, yes, she played the stepmom at that time. Actually, matter of fact, to be honest with you, She the reason why I have while I rebuilt a connection back with my mom before she passed, because she was like, you only have one mom. Like, I understand, you know, whatever y'all went through, whatever like that. But trust me, my mom has always been sick, and I'm telling you, you only have one mom. Something ever happens to him, you're gonna wish that, da 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 da. And she was right. And me and my mom, we did end up building our bond and becoming back friends before she passed or whatever. And she also kept up with my children, even though I lost contact with my children. She always kept in contact with my children through Facebook and stuff like that. Because you know, she'll tell me every now and then, "Oh, Question, he good. He in Tennessee, da 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 da." Cause yeah, little nigga, talking to you. I know about the moves you be making and shit, even if you don't tell me yourself, cause Danielle, you know, y'all keep up with her. So so yeah, that's something else that I have to thank her for. That's why I say women contribute, have a lot of power in relationships, and we as men, we don't overlook that. We don't underestimate that. We understand the power of that. That's why I say you don't have nobody to take you seriously. That's why you don't feel like you can ever do that. You know what I'm saying? But she ain't had to be no full-time stepmom because my kids wasn't always around me. But the interaction that I seen with my kids from the little bit of time that I had them, because they was even actually with me, and we was at her family function for 4th of July when her mom came and snatched me from me, threatened to call the police and all that. So the whole family got to see that this is what I'm dealing with this type of bitch. That's why I'm not with her. It's not me. Because you see, we was all chilling. Everybody was having a good time. Yeah, so they got to see that. Nah, it wasn't me. Because a lot of times that shit play out too. Like, damn, he ain't with her. Then what makes you think it's gonna work? Like, they had the same reservation that you probably be thinking and shit like that. But nah, they actually had to see. They had to see for themselves. And even, you know, she saw what I was going through with her, and she promised me that she would never put me through that because that shit is stupid. And she actually wanted to beat her ass. And like I said before, I can't let you do that. Not saying that you wouldn't be in the right, but at the end of the day, that right there ain't about right and wrong. I can't honestly say that I would feel like that's a good thing that my current wife can beat up my ex-wife or my kid's mom. Like, how you gonna be able to look at my children and you beat their mom up? And then if I have to go somewhere and y'all too, because it's been times like that one. Even now, my daughter's grown and she's around Danielle, like, nah, nah. I don't need no bad blood. Shit like that causes bad blood. Yeah. She wanted to beat her ass because she didn't like the way she was treating me. That's how I knew that woman loved me. She was like, I beat that bitch up. Because I was actually locked up during Christmas. And she was like, since you can't do anything for your kids for Christmas, I done took care of all that. I done got some stuff that I know that you want them to have. And I got them some stuff that I want them to have. And I'm going to send it to, I'm going to send it to the kid's mom. Never got the address. I said, take that shit back and go get your money back. I appreciate what you did. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the thought, but man, hell nah. She ain't jealous of her. She ain't got nothing to be jealous of. She damn sure ain't got nothing to be jealous of her now. I might have gave her 13 years, but I gave her almost 15. I didn't gave my ex-wife 2 kids. I thought it was 3, but I don't think that last motherfucker mine. But I gave her 2 kids, and I gave her 2 kids. And happy 15 years. Not tumultuous 13 years. So what the fuck she got to be jealous of her for? And she getting current dick. That bitch getting old dick that I was sharing with everybody. I ain't sharing this one. So what would she have to be jealous about? My ex-wife was getting community dick. What are you talking about? My current wife getting exclusive. I wish a bitch might. Be the baddest bitch in the world. That shit don't mean nothing. She got 15 years in the game with my stupid ass. That's a fucking accomplishment. You got to be bad and on like 3 planets. Then I think about the shit. I consider it. I think about it. I wouldn't even think about it long. I'll ponder on it. But you got to own 3 planets. You got to have 3 planets. And you got to be the baddest bitch like ever. And natural. All natural. You got to have a body like hot and tight Venus and own 3 planets for me to even consider that shit at this point. Yeah. Yep. And I can still get it. So, what's your point? They said the same thing about Al Pacino, even though he getting drugged. But they said he was old too when he pulled that 20. What? How old that bitch is? 25, and knocked her down, then knocked her up, took her down through there. So, just because the motherfucker old, don't get it fucked up. I still have to have an umbrella when I go outside to dodge all the pussy being thrown my way. I'm old. That just means I can fuck your mama, you, and your daughter if she's in her 20s. But I wouldn't because I'm good. So appreciate it. I take that as a compliment. Tupac can't even say that. He old. And I was the realest nigga on earth. I outlived Jesus, bitch. So you think you wrong? Think you putting me down by calling me old? Some of the greatest people ain't get my age. I'm older than Black Panther. Black Panther ain't even make it 45. That nigga had vibranium. No diss to him. So I'll be old. Some people don't get old. Getting old is a privilege. You want me to be young? You want me to be one of these motherfuckers that died at 17, 20, 21? Nah, straight on that. Nope. So, yeah. Insults don't work on me like they do to the feeble-minded. I appreciate it. I'm old. Thanks. Got the gray hair to prove it, too. Look at that shit. See that? Platinum. What you talking about? Coming out of my motherfucking skin, nigga. Platinum. Mm-hmm. So go ahead and wrap this up by saying this is my first live stream, but it won't be my last. I see a bunch of dumb shit on the internet that I want to address. And I know motherfuckers like, oh, it's a skit. Now you can't write everything off as a skit, motherfucker. Because everything ain't a skit. Y'all be doing some dumb, stupid stuff. Like y'all bring stupid to a new level, and I'm interested in to see what level of stupidity y'all gonna bring in 2024. Since it's 2024. You ain't number 1 year dumber. It's 2024. I think it. All right. Shout out to y'all. I'm out.